about that later.
He's got the green 1-up mushrooms, you know? Maybe Luigi is more valuable than Mario because the green 1-up mushroom gives you a 1-up, and the red mushroom is just a power-up, you know?
Yeah, it really makes you think.
Yeah, makes you think that maybe this commentator's saying a bunch of nonsense, but we are itching to fight as Sauce comes in with the Pokemon trainer. Why does he play every character in the game?
I mean, Squirtle's Tiny Turtle Mario. Look at all these combos that he's been throwing out.
Okay, you have a point. You have a very solid.
Oh, no texture. Yeah, that's it. Oh no.
I mean, talk about visceral. Like that was visceral reaction to that disgusting 0 to death.
Wow. Okay. He had something going there, but the funny thing is, Sauce had many instances to get out of that combo. Down throw dash attack does not work at 0. Alas, he looks like he was prepping either a jump or some sort of attack, and got punished for it.
Or he just messes up the DI. Sometimes you just can't be bothered. But wow, Visceral actually has just made this percentage back very, very quickly. I mean, 30% is really not that bad if he can get this kill.
It's getting the kill that's the hard part. While Squirtle has to go in, he's swapping between. You know what? Never mind. Get called out.
I'm short off, and everybody's short offs in this game, and you're gonna get blown up for it. Let me go.
Frame 3 jump squat. You teleport into the air.
Swoosh. Yeah, and that bear is not a commitment for Wolf. You can short off fast fall that move, and it auto cancels. So.
Even better. Oh, you gotta be careful. He looked like he was reaching under the stage a little bit, but alas, he's still perfectly fine. And after what looked like a really dominating 0 to death, once Sauce was forced to switch off of Squirtle, like things started to go so much better for Visceral. Ooh. That back air known to take stocks.
Yeah,
especially in Philly.
Breaker, for sure. Like, you see Zard coming out, he gets bodied for a few minutes, and you're like, man, maybe Zard wasn't the right choice. And then he hits you with one move, and you're like, oh, never mind, it was the right choice.
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
It's so good. Zard, I will always argue this. Zard is better than Bowser, but we're not going to talk about that.
That's such a temperamental argument because Zard is attached to 2 equally strong characters, but I digress.
He just presses down B and switches to a better character.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the Melee Sheik argument or the Melee Zelda argument of, like, I'll always be more scared of a Melee Zelda because at any point in time they can press down B and not play Melee Zelda.
True. So good.
Oh, that's a
Adam has been taking a beating. A very YOLO flare blitz there from Sauce. Good discipline there from Visceral to take care of business there, but Sauce still got that advantage. Nothing Wolf can't make back with a few straight hits, so.
Especially at 20%, this is where Wolf gets a lot going for him. As soon as he lands, like, one of his starters. Oh, okay, nice. Little water interaction there. But you can see what Visceral is really looking for. He's been playing a lot of neutral based on his neutral air and all of these fast falls. But
yeah,
when push comes to shove and he's really looking for that hard punish, he's landing with forward air and looking for what it gives him. That could have been death.
Yeah, just didn't recognize the combo soon enough.
Oh, dash attacks are trying to fight his way out of the corner. Will he do it again? No,
ooh, interesting. Yeah, I think he meant to dash back F smash, but accidentally got an instant dash attack there. Either way, Saul's taking a little bit of a beating from this whirling right now.
That was full flash. He could have flashed him.
Maybe if you're a psycho, you do that. Oh, but that's gonna do it. I always get surprised when Zard up throw kills, not gonna lie, because the DI that you can employ on that move can allow you to live like 30% longer. But I guess 151 was just the upper bounds of that.
Especially on the landing on the platform, just a little bit of extra sauce on top.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe some sriracha, you know? Spice some stuff up.
And Wolf's not particularly heavy. Like, he's heavy, but he's not extravagantly heavy. He's around the same weight as Joker around Lucario.
Yeah, Joker-ish, yeah. Around Joker weight, I believe. But yeah, Visceral honestly made that pretty close, despite losing that stock very early. So this is a good match so far. Very fast-paced, honestly.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of moments of Visceral being like just like getting clobbered, thrown across the stage left and right. But then once he finds that one opening, Wolf's damage output and his awareness of Sauce's switch habit, or at very least switch timing, has made it very apparent on like how much damage Visceral can get off of a single opening, and that's really kept him in all three of those stocks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Interesting. Sauce just pressing random. That's really what's happening right now.
Yeah.
I mean, a very strong character on Wi-Fi, granted. We've seen a lot of good results from Adamisk, and Dedede's definitely get a little bit of ease of neutral compared on Wi-Fi, comparatively on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, online Dedede is known to be a menace. He kind of punishes some of the exact frames of where online is at its worst. That being ledge play. He's got a lot of tools to cover, but don't sleep on just how much good individual moves that Dedede has. I mean, you've been throwing around that up tilt. Like, not as strong as Snake up tilt, but one that you can true combo out of, and one that's very, very strong in its own right.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Dedede up tilt is just a massive, disgusting move, and I was actually going to mention, with that back air kill coming out from Sauce, one of the craziest things about Dedede online is that he can mix up his jump and fast fall timing so well that he can land with a safe aerial, and if you're not out of the way in time, you will literally just not be able to do anything, and Dedede lands for free. So you will often see Dedede just floating above you all the time, just waiting for that falling mix-up. Unfortunately, that roll is a little too fat, though.
Yeah, he's a big penguin. Emphasis on big. So there's plenty of space for Wolf's massive hitboxes to cover and still end up connecting.
Oh my gosh, jab one just not connecting into the other ones. Visceral falling out and getting a little bit of momentum here on this side of the stage. The inhale Gordo shifting the tide a bit, but these two players are really just going tit for tat, just fighting.
Yeah, it's kind of a scrap fest. Delaying with the down tilt just a little bit to try and catch neutral get up. Visceral very smart on his patience, not getting off of ledge immediately.
Really committing with that inhale. Not a lot of lag on that, so he can afford to do that. However, what's Dedede gonna do when he's not sure what to do? He's gonna jump, and Visceral calls it out. Oh,
speaking of, but he died anyway.
Okay.
He used one too many jumps to get in position for that fast fall spike that he couldn't, even with the massive vertical of the super Dedede jump, he just couldn't make it.
I mean, hey, you got the spike. Sometimes that's all that matters, you know? Gosh. Dan and chat.
Oh man. Will we even see the Sauce Mario? I don't think he's played Mario offline or online in a good minute. Reasonably so. Not that Mario
earlier in brackets, so.
Right.
You probably don't want to do that against Wolf.
Not that Mario's a bad character online. I think, safe aerials and good projectile is pretty good. But if you're not trying to ruin your offline muscle memory, playing the same character online can be a little bit frustrating, to say that.
Yeah, and you can even develop some really strange habits without even knowing it, so... I respect the pick to just go different characters. I respect that a lot.
Which character will... Kind of a coin flip at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Rob earlier, we saw Dedede, we saw Pokemon Trainer. Sauce has a Roy, Sauce has, like...
Oh, here it is.
A ZSS, I believe. Oh, Mario, wow. You were just talking about it, and here it is.
I didn't think, but here we are.
Yeah, crazy. And Battlefield, maybe that's why.
Oh yeah, he got to counterpick the Battlefield. Man, that's pretty good. Not necessarily bad for Wolf in it by any stretch of the imagination. Like he's Wolf definitely has a lot more out of up throw in this. He goes for down throw anyway. It's kind of the bread and butter.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, wow. Trying to get that mix up in the down air. That was so close, but Visceral just not able to close out that crazy momentum string. However, 81% is nothing to sneeze at.
I'd like to point out that it wasn't a mix-up. That landing fair, up air, down air is a true combo. You just missed his drift by a hair.
Crazy. Dang, dude. Visceral definitely swinging out the gates. This is a Wolf that is seasoned and knows what they are doing, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen 3 different characters across this set, and you're like, wow, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with not seeing the PT, because I'll play against the Mario any day of the week with my bigger hitboxes and absolutely more effective burst range. One more dash attack ought to do it, depending on the hitbox that Visceral ends up getting on it.
I actually really dig that punish there from Sauce. It can be very difficult to punish Wolf for doing that. And then the reminiscent of Snake up tilt. Not quite as good, but it's the same motion,
It's Diet.
Diet Snake up tilt.
Back
Oh
comes
gosh,
through. Is
that
he
dash
gonna-
attack actually got punished.
Yeah, it looks like he prepped it pretty solidly with that empty hop back air. Not empty hop, or the floaty jump, whatever you mean. Whatever.
Okay, every time Mario jumps, he is swimming through the air, and you have to guess whether or not he's gonna land with one of his fast, safe aerials and hit you, do a jab lock, and kill you like that. Like, I don't know, man. Both of these characters are very, very fast in the air, so very interesting dynamic going on here.
And with plenty of aerials to back up their speed.
Yeah.
Oh, the fireball got in Visceral's way, missing the punish, and ends up eating a couple hits because of it. Sauce kind of starting to claw his way back into this. He has to be careful about Visceral's own out of shield. Yeah, he saved his jump.
I didn't think he had it. I really didn't think he had it.
That's seasoned player. I don't need to use my jump. Why would I use it? Wolf can 2-frame with the best of them. Not dead yet, but he can't use... He couldn't use Flash while Flood was on deck, but Flood was used prematurely, giving Visceral his opening.
Yeah, and that opening's gonna end up being that stock. Sauce not able to make it back to the stage, just barely, even with Mario's excellent airspeed. And now, Mario's got plenty of kill options for sure, but the problem is landing them. You gotta get a very solid read on the tricky movement of Wolf.
There it is. He's been prepping, he's been looking for that up smash, kind of trying to force a bait into it, using things like falling back air and falling back air into immediate spot dodge, trying to bait something out, but Visceral, once he decided to fight out of the corner, ends up right in Sauce's grasp as, here's the Mario combo on.
Oh my gosh! Oh, just misses that back air. Maybe looking for a forward air or just the back air extension. Either way, Sauce kind of cooking right now, trying to get something started here. Visceral trying to claw his way back into the match. This is so tense. No way.
No, he jumped. He had to have jumped.
Oh no! That was absolutely an issue with Visceral just choosing an option out of shield, not respecting the kill power of Mario. Dang, man. Sauce just went for it, and he knew he wasn't going to get punished for it. And that's it. That's it.
That was so unbelievably close. Like, with Visceral having all of the up air ladders on deck, starting to claw his way back, as you mentioned, going from like he was down by 60 at some point, narrowed the lead down to under 10%. But when you start feeling that flow and getting all the motion that Wolf can provide with being so fast in the air, if you let that go to your head and don't remember that, you're still at kill percent, things can unravel just as quickly as they turn up.
Yeah, man.